Kenya stands to gain more tax revenue if the country grows her middle class, which has been on the upward growth trajectory, now contributing about 270 billion shillings to the economy. In a report by the Institute of Economic Affairs, Kenya's middle class has grown by at least 22% in the last 7 years to now stand at 277,000 of the 2.5 million formally employed population. The survey further revealed that income levels have surged upwards as more companies set up bases in the country. Out of the major towns and cities, Nairobi and Mombasa emerged as having the highest concentration of the middle class, averaging about 42%, with the rest being spread to Kisumu, Thika and Nakuru counties. Well, in Nakuru areas, most peculiar in the study findings, public sector registered a growth in middle-class employees as government sought to attract top brains from the private sector. Speaking at the launch, IEA's chief executive Kwame Owino noted that fewer females had crossed the middle-class mark. And to now give us more information on this middle-class study, we are joined by the co-author of the IEA Middle-class study, that is Ivory Ndekei. Thank you so much for joining us, Ivory. I'm very curious to know, when you actually classify an employee as being of middle class, what exactly does this mean?
What we did was we compiled the total income earned in the formal sector. We then calculated the mean of this total income. After that, we defined the middle class as those belonging between 1 and 2 standard deviations above the mean. And that is what we constituted as the middle class.
All right, so, is there a specific amount of money within their wage that maybe could have aided this research? In
2009, that income bracket was between 49,000 Kenya shillings per month and 67,000 Kenya shillings per month. In 2015, we have that income bracket being 76,000, between 76,000 and 102,000 Kenya shillings per month.
All right, and you know, for everyone out there who is curious about this report, we're seeing that the numbers now stand at 277,000 of the 2.5 million formally employed population. So in this regard, have you also classified, you know, top middle class and lower middle class? What exactly does this study look like?
For this particular study, we haven't quite classified explicitly what is the upper middle class and the lower middle class. We've just identified this particular bracket and talked about the total number of people belonging to this income group is actually, can be defined as a middle class in this country.
All right, and going forward, what are your expectations? Do you expect the numbers to further surge? Because we've seen quite a difficult year economically. Does the future look bright?
The future is bright in terms of expansion of this bracket, and it is very important that it happens because, firstly, the middle class could inform a shift in policy making and politics in the country, because what we have is that we will have these people interested in buying property, we'll have them interested in starting up businesses, and what will happen is that they would want to protect their property, they would want to protect their businesses, they would also want to know the tax that they pay, the pay as you earn, that they contribute to the national income. How is it used? Are they getting enough security? Are they getting enough infrastructure development?
Right.
So in a bid to protect their interests, they are likely, if more people begin to fall in this middle class, we are likely to have their interests represented in terms of policy and politics.
Well, thank you so much, Ivory. We appreciate the update. Ivory Ndekei is the co-author at the Institute of Economic Affairs and among the authors of the Middle Class Study right there. More details will be coming up throughout our consecutive bulletins. Now, of course,